What is literacy? Literacy is complex. To some people, being literate is as simple as having the ability to read and write, as it is the stereotype and standard definitions. However, being literate can be extended out to a much broader meaning and types. Being literate can also be defined as being knowledgeable or experienced in any particular area. There are various types of literacy that I have encountered before, like information literacy, technology literacy, and media literacy. They all mark a significant moment in my life. As good as that I can remember, information literacy began with me when I was able to find interest in a big book, then finally understanding and retaining the information from more complicated reading and writing throughout my school career. In elementary school, I remember pretty vividly of my thoughts retaining to books longer than 10 pages or so. I would see my teacher reading them and think, how could anyone ever read that huge of a book? But as I progressed through the difficulties of books, I reached a level of reading books that I think is crazy to read before. And that's when I reached high school. And I remember reading a book that was really thick and I was able to finish it in library. I ended up enjoying it and the story went by really fast. It might not be much to an adult to finish a book, but to the 10 years old me, I felt accomplished to understand the material. As technology grows, writing started to become inconvenient and time consuming. Society was developing and the educational system was getting more and more tech wise. As school progress and difficulty increased, the need to be more and more progressive in literacy is just as fast. The assignment became more complicated and the reading became more complex, making it hard to retain information and understand the text. This is when I encounter technology literacy. Nowadays, technology literacy is nearly as debilitating as traditional literacy. Digital devices like smartphones, tablets, and laptops have permeated every corner of our lives, from work to school to personal relationship, and high school is where I encounter technology literacy. And technology has and always will be part of our well rounded education because of the ability to use those devices to achieve a variety of goals. I remember switching to technology was a challenge for me because I have never used digital devices before. A sudden change gave me a shock, but I was able to adapt and learn through how to use it. Lastly, media literacy. With the growing and fast expansion of media, started when technologies were being widely used, I encountered media literacy right after technology literacy because that's when entertainment and social media started to fire up. So at the end of high school is when I started to consume and who encounter media literacy. That someone who is media literate can adapt to new communication formats, messaging, push notifications, wikis, communities, shopping, and vlogs, but know how to choose the most effective medium for communication is a very challenging thing to do because back then social media was the only thing that seems fun to millennials. I was a little bit more fortunate because I was controlled by my parents. They limited the time for me to be online, limited the time for me to touch my phone. I've seen many people and many friends of mine being consumed by social media, online shopping that they lose themselves along the way. This literacy is crucial to me because even now, not many people know the pain and risk that social media could bring. That even though we're educated or choose to be blind, we challenge ourselves to be addicted to social media and then lose ourselves along the way. All in all, media literacy is enjoyable and fun, but it also carries a large amount of risks and pain.